In this video, we are going to build a progressive tax calculator. Hello, I'm Jagan from growwithdata. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in Python language with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I'll be happy. I have created a playlist, Python interview questions 51 to 100, and I'll be tagging this video to that playlist. Now let's see a sample input data and you can talk about the question in detail. So we are given an input data of income and a tax bracket. So what we are going to do is we have to create a function which calculates the progressive tax calculator. So if we give the income, it has to show us how much is going to be the tax. So if you see here, we have the income as 5,000 and the tax bracket says the first $10,000 we have to charge 1%, 10% of tax, like 0.1. And for the next 20,000, you have to charge 20% of the tax. And for the next $10,000, you get 30% of the tax. And rest of the amount, you charge 40% of the tax. So with the given numbers, if it's 50,000, right? So $50,000, you can split that to 10,000 plus 20,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000, right? So it becomes 30 and 50. So now how will you do the calculation? So for the first 10,000, it's 10%, that is 0.1. For the next 20,000, it's 20%, that is 0.2. And the next 10,000, it's going to be 30%, that is 0.3. And the next 10,000 is the last bracket, which is 40%, that is 0.4. If you do that, so the first 10,000, 10% is 1,000. And the next one is, for 20,000, 2% is 4,000. And the next one, 3% of 10,000 is 3,000. And the next one, it's going to be 40%, so 4,000. So when you add all that, it's going to be 4, 8, 9, and 12. Overall, for 50,000, we are going to pay $12,000 as tax. So we have to create a function so that if you give the income and the tax bracket, it has to show me how much is going to be the tax based on the tax bracket. So how will you do that? Let's start with the function. We can have this parameter, income and bracket. And then you can just put it as a single row. So we save some space. Now we say dev grow with data. You have the income and the tax bracket. So first we are going to have a result or total tax equal to 0. Now we are going to read the tax bracket. Okay, so we start with for bracket in brackets. So first we get the first set of tax bracket, which is 10,000 and 10%. So we say if you read this, right, so it's going to get two elements. So when you go with a equal to this, a of 0, you are going to get the amount and the tax percentage. So you say b equal to this. So b1 comma b2 equal to b. Now if you print a1 and b, okay, say b1 b2. So b1 comma b2, it will give you 10,000 and 1. If you say b1, you get 10,000. So when you get two elements and you assign to a variable, you can split that to b1 and b2. So if you say b2, you get the percentage. So this is what we are going to do. So bracket will get the amount and the percentage. So we say the bracket income, comma, rate equal to bracket. So the bracket income will have the 10,000, the rate will have the 0.1. Okay, now we are going to do the calculation part. If the bracket income is none, that means if it's going to be the last bracket, then you say taxable income equal to whatever the income we get. Okay, so what is taxable income? It's going to be a variable which is going to calculate the income and get reduced for every bucket. So every bucket you take the amount from the income and then you calculate. So if you don't have that last bracket, if it's the initial brackets, we say XABLE, the taxable income is going to be whichever is minimum of income and the bracket income. So whichever is minimum, we are going to assign that to the taxable income. Now, once you have this if condition, then we calculate the total tax. The total tax equal to the total tax plus the taxable income, whichever we calculate, right, into the rate, whichever the tax bracket rate. Now we are going to reduce the income to income and we did the taxable income, right? So income minus taxable income. So the income will get reduced. Now if we check if the income goes below 0, right? If it goes less than or equal to 0, then you can break this loop or you continue with the for loop. Now we return the total tax. Now if you call the grow with data, hopefully you don't do any syntax mistakes. We did. Bracket is not defined. It's in the grow with data ACKT brackets, BRACKETS brackets. So we have bracket, yes. Okay, so what we do, we have the income and we have the brackets. So we are calling the function with the income and the bracket. First, what happens? It takes the whole brackets input variable and get the first element, which is 10,000 and 0.1. So it goes in here and then the bracket income and the rate is going to split between 10,000 and 0.1. And then it checks if the bracket income is the last one, the last bracket. If that is the case, then you do something, but we are the first part of it. So you go to the else statement. The else statement, we say taxable income. So the taxable income, it's going to check which is minimum, the income or the bracket income. So the bracket income is 10,000, the income is 50,000. So the smaller is bracket income. So we get the first 10,000. So taxable income is going to be 10,000. Now we calculate the tax. The total tax is, first it's 0 plus the taxable income into rate. The taxable income is 10,000 into the rate is 0.1, 0.1. So this becomes 1,000. So the income becomes, now it's 50,000. We already calculated 10,000. So now it's going to be 40,000. It checks income is less than 0. No. So it goes back again, get the second bracket. Second bracket is 20,000 and 0.2. So it comes here, it says 20,000 and 0.2. Again it comes here, is the last bucket? No. So it goes to the else statement. Now it takes whichever is less. Is it 20,000 or the income, which is 40,000. So you have 20,000 as the minimum. So you get the tax for the 20,000. and you calculate the tax, which is total tax plus the taxable income. So the total tax is 1000 now. So which is the first bracket, right? The first one, 1000, and then it goes to the next one, which is 20,000, like 1000 plus, you can just say hash here to differentiate, 1000 plus 20,000 into 0.2, which is 2000, right? So 1000 plus 2000. So it's going to be 20 into 4000, sorry. 20,000 into 0.2 is 4,000. So you get the next one. So it becomes 5,000. So it's going to be 5,000. Now it will get the income. Now it's 40,000. Now we are already calculated the next 20,000. So it's going to be 40,000 minus 40,000 minus 20,000. So the remaining amount is 20,000. Right? We have to calculate for 20,000, which is 10,000 and 10,000, which is 20,000. Again, it goes to the loop. It calculates for the next 10,000 and then calculates for the next 10,000, which is the none part, right? So it goes into the loop and calculate for every bucket. If you reduce this amount, right, instead of 50,000, if you say 15,000, right? If you say income equal to 15,000, then first it goes for the 10,000, it calculates, and next it goes for the 5,000, and then comes here, it checks the minimum of income, which is 5,000, or the bracket, which is 20,000, whichever is minimum. So the 5,000, the income is minimum. So it gets 10,000 plus 5,000 into 2. So it's going to be another 1,000. So it's going to be 2,000, right? So 1,000 plus 5,000 into 0.2 is another 1,000, which is 2,000. So it will just stop at this point. So the total tax for 15,000 is going to be 2,000. So that's how the function works. If you want to go with more test data, then you can have the assert function and you can try to bring more test cases and it should work. So 12,000, okay. So are we doing anything here? You're going to call growwithdata, which is a different function. So we say call the write function and then you get both the cases passed. So 50,000, we get 12,000 as tax. For 15,000, you get 2,000 as tax. You can try with few other scenarios. So if you want to get the code, then you can go to the YouTube channel growwithdata. This is going to be in the Python interview questions 51 to 100. If you want to get the Tamil version of it, you have Tamil Python interview questions 51 to 100. If you go in here, you have the YouTube description part and the GitHub link. This GitHub link will take you to the GitHub page where you have a code base here. So this one is the 63rd video. So you have the function we talked about and you have the test cases. If you want to join the WhatsApp channel, you can use this link and join Growwithdata WhatsApp channel. Hope you like this video and thanks for watching.